Flawless victory.
Hello everyone, Crow here again, and this is a video response to pocketmego's retro game origin video. Now you might have to excuse me if I don't really seem like, concentration from the brain coming out my mind, because yeah, I'm pretty tired. I wound up seeing The Karate Kid today, and I know that movie doesn't come out till June, the remake, but a friend of mine got free tickets to sneak preview, so yep, saw the movie, and it's just amazing how closely that mirrors the original movie. Other than, the movie taking place in China instead of the United States. I can't remember what city. I mean, specific plot points and plot elements are ripped exactly right from the first movie. It's not really a bad movie, it's just so predictable if you've seen the first movie. You knew exactly what's going to happen, but this video isn't about that. This video is about my retro gaming history. And one thing I want to mention is I don't really consider myself a retro gamer. I do put up a lot of videos that are retro games. I kind of don't even like using the term retro, since that term varies from person to person. But I like all games. I like old games. I like new games. The only kind of games I don't really like are downloadable games. I like to actually have physical media in my hands, but yeah, I do play downloadable games too. One of my favorite being the Pac-Man Championship Edition. That's a game that's tough to define. Is that a retro game or is that a new game? I mean, a game came out what, 4 years ago on the Xbox 360, and I hear they're coming out with an update to that too. So is that a retro game? It's a new game. It's just got older gameplay. It doesn't even matter to me. Now that's what happens when you start to talk about that stuff. But see, I'm going way off on a tangent here. My history with it is that I almost never even really left it. See, when I went into the air, I had the the NES and the Super Nintendo for the longest time. And then I went into the military, and I didn't really take any of that stuff with me, but I did actually get a Super Nintendo. That was one of the very first things I got. And then the PlayStation came out, so I got the PlayStation, resold the Super Nintendo. So I had the PlayStation, and then I wound up getting Nintendo 64. I had that for a few months, gave that away. I really don't feel like those games have left me. But back in around 2006, I was playing Ragnarok Online on the PC for the longest time, and I was really only buying PlayStation 2 games. But even though I still had an NES, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 1, and one other system I can't remember, and not too many games for all of them, except for like the PlayStation 2. I had plenty of games for that. When I met my fiance, my future wife, she worked at Goodwill at the time, and would find these game systems and buy them and give them to me. And I saw that as an opportunity to go back and recollect the games that I used to have and the games I liked to have. And once I acquired all the games I used to have and the games I wanted to have, I started looking into the systems that I always wanted. So like I borrowed a Genesis a long time, but I never really had a Genesis. Never had a TurboGrafx 16. Yet I always saw these things in magazines and everything, and then I wound up getting those, and then I always had my eye out on the games I always wanted to play on those, and I wound up getting those. And yeah, it just snowballed from there. Once you have another system, you look forward to the next system. My greatest one was getting the Neo Geo. That was the system I always wanted to have, and when I finally got that, I was so happy. I mean, I have like 19 games for it now, and I'm always keeping my eye out. What is the next game I want to get? And that's the way it always is for everything. I mean, quick check on my database, and I have over 1,800 games. And a lot of those are like games that I just found cheap, really weren't interested in. But I've turned into a collector of sorts. I'm buying games now with the intention of, you know, in the mindset that I'm never gonna play them. So, yeah, I want to play them. I like to play games. I like to play good games, bad games, new games, old games. I just like to see, you know, what developers have done to these games, whether it be good or bad. And the bad games are almost as fun to play as the good games because of my twisted mentality on laughing at bad things. Thank you, Mystery Science Theater 3000. So yeah, there you have it. I believe another question he asked in that video is, what got you into YouTube? And I believe I've said it before, but while I was in the military, I did have this weird obsession with videotaping all the games I rented and played. And then I turned those into quicker clips, and I have several videotapes worth of that stuff. And yeah, and I just wanted to do that again, except on my computer. So, you know, I had the equipment. Then I acquired this camcorder, which was $30 at Goodwill. So, lucked out there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a camera. I do want to buy a better camera, an HD camera. I'm just not ready to spend the $300, $400 for one, because I'm not going to buy a standard definition camera if I buy another camera. So that's maybe years off. I don't even want to look at that for now. Or maybe if I win the lottery. Anyway, what was I saying? Water, good. Well, it's not water. It's whatever it is. But yeah, I started putting up videos and seeing other people's videos and was like, hey, you know what? This is a great community. I want to be more involved in it. I don't leave as many comments as I'd like to. It's just that I'm kind of in awkward. But I don't really just sit down on my computer and watch everybody's videos, even though I'd like to. I just simply don't have enough time. And sometimes I just don't have anything good to say, and if I don't have anything good to say, I don't leave a comment. I don't know, that's just me though. Yeah, but yeah, I like making videos. That's why I do it on YouTube. If I didn't like doing it, I wouldn't be doing it. So I believe that's all his questions. But getting back to the videos, I just wanted to mention that I am posting a video every day, have been for a while. I haven't actually been playing those every day. I actually recently had been playing, like over the weekend, like on a Saturday or Sunday, I made a whole bunch of videos. And I basically stockpiled them, and I'm a little bit ahead of the curve. And I didn't really want to post more than one in one day, and like clogs everybody's subscription box. So I figure one a day is good. To give you a little preview of what's coming up, tonight, after this video, I'll be posting Slam Skit City with Scottie Pippen. That's one of my favorites so far. You have to see that one. It's just crazy. Wizard of War, Afterburner. I'm not gonna say what systems they're on. I'll just let you guess until the videos come up. Then after that, it'll be Lemmings and Oh No More Lemmings, and then Area 51. And then what may be my worst videos yet, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. I had gotten truly awful at those games. I never beat Ocarina of Time, and I never played Majora's Mask before. And it's mainly because I was never too fond of 3D Zelda games. And my control of the character is just horrible in those games. Plus, I really didn't have a Nintendo 64 at the time those games came out. So, you know, I'm just going crazy now. So, I'm gonna let the video stand as it is, and see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, thanks pocketmego for this tag. And the reason I'm doing it now is because I don't do it now, might not do it for a while. So, thank you everybody for watching. Bye.
Push the button, Frank.